Justin Trudeau is not your average world leader. He enjoys a level of global popularity that rivals rock stars. He is a leader who could probably charm his way through a negotiation. That is how the world knows Justin Trudeau. But here in India, the Canadian Prime Minister has a different kind of reputation. He has been accused of encouraging separatism against India on Canadian soil. His office invited a convicted terrorist for a reception. Now, Justin Trudeau has become the first foreign leader to meddle in India's internal affairs. Last week, thousands of Indian farmers launched a protest. This is against 3 new farmer laws brought in by the government of India. The protest continues. The Indian government has opened a dialogue with the farmers. Ultimately, this is about laws made in India by the Indian government for the Indian farmer. Foreign leaders have no business talking about it. Despite knowing that, Justin Trudeau and some other foreign leaders decided to weigh in on India's domestic issues. Why? Because they want to cater to their own vote banks at home. And that's exactly what Justin Trudeau is trying to do. Listen in to what he said on Gurupurab, the statement that kick-started this entire row.
I would be remiss if I didn't start also by recognizing the news coming out of India about the protest by farmers. The situation is concerning, and we're all very worried about family and friends. I know that's the reality for many of you. Let me remind you, Canada will always be there to defend the right of peaceful protest. We believe in the importance of dialogue, and that's why we've reached out through multiple means directly to the Indian authorities to highlight our concerns.
If you heard those words carefully, you would realize that the Canadian Prime Minister was addressing the Canadian Punjabi community, an influential voting bloc. In the last election, 18 Sikhs were elected to the Canadian Parliament. Just for reference, 13 Sikhs were elected to India's lower house last year. Trudeau's own cabinet has 4 Sikhs, so the community has a voice at the highest levels of power. But that does not mean that they get a voice in India's internal affairs. India has made that amply clear with a statement of its own. The Ministry of External Affairs in India said this, and I'm quoting now, "We have seen some ill-informed comments by Canadian leaders relating to farmers in India. Such comments are unwarranted, especially when pertaining to the internal affairs of a democratic country. It is also best that diplomatic conversations are not misrepresented for political purposes." That statement is not just for Justin Trudeau, but for all those leaders abroad who chose to weigh in on those protests in India. And this includes Canadian opposition leader Jagmeet Singh, whose party started a petition on its website calling on Justin Trudeau to make a statement on the protests in India. Seems like they have got their wish. There were other Canadian lawmakers who issued similar statements recently. Some lawmakers from the UK made similar noises as well. What purpose do these voices serve? These are not Indian MPs. They don't have a vote within the Indian Parliament. They have no power to influence the laws made in India. Then why are they issuing such statements? The answer is simple: to pander to their vote banks. Why wouldn't Justin Trudeau express concern when Islamists held Islamabad hostage during protests against Emmanuel Macron, or over the situation in Thailand where citizens were targeted by the police for protesting against the monarchy? Justin Trudeau is catering to the voters at home, something that got him into trouble a few years ago.
Thank you for watching Gravitas on WION's YouTube channel. If you want to stay up to date with what's happening around the world, then subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like and share. Thank you very much for watching WION. World is One.